confirm, if you do have a name on the screen, that that's correct, and let me know who you're representing here today, whether you're the applicant, the owner, or someone else. And so we will start with Helene. If you could unmute, Helene. Let me try and prompt you here. It's usually in the, there we go.
Perfect. Yes, I'm Helene. I'm the owner of the home.
Okay, great. Welcome. Helene, how has this week been for you? With
pretty good. We just got everything from the storm cleaned up, all the branches out of our yard and all of that.
That's good. That's good. I was making a reference to the name. Interesting. Welcome. And it looks like we also have David Kuchen.
It's Cookenbook.
Cookenbook? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm the applicant, pool builder, representative of the Sontex.
Okay, great. Welcome. Are we expecting anyone else on the applicant owner side to join us here today?
Not unless Brandon Druffel Landscape Company thought they would be joining.
Okay. Would you like to wait for them, or are you ready to proceed?
We can proceed.
Okay, great. And then we also have Matt Lascheid here from the City Planning Department. Welcome, Matt.
Hey, David. Hey, everybody.
Okay, before we get into it, I need to read through our hearing script. This will just cover the procedure for the hearing, and then we'll get started. So this is the October 2nd, 2024 session of the Zoning Hearing Examiner docket. My name is David Sturkey. I'm the Zoning Hearing Examiner for the City of Cincinnati. I'll be presiding over the hearing today. The case before us is case number ZH20240117. That's 747 Tusculum Avenue. The purpose of this hearing is to allow applicants and any other parties to testify and to offer and refute evidence and testimony. This hearing will follow the rules found in the zoning code and the supplemental rules of the Zoning Hearing Examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any other party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing. The hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant, the applicant's attorney, or the applicant's agent first present the applicant's case. So for our purposes here today, I'll allow either Ms. Sontag or Mr. Cookenbook to tell me about the project. Any background you think is important, what exactly it is you're proposing that you do, the relief that you're requesting, and why you think that relief is appropriate. You all can orient that in any way you'd like. One of you can speak, both of you can speak. It's completely up to you. If there were anyone here from the public that wanted to weigh in on this, they'd have an opportunity to speak after you all had presented your case. I'll hear from the planning department and Mr. Lascheid to offer any testimony in addition to his staff report. In the event that any party testifies or offers argument in opposition, you would have an opportunity to respond to that testimony that was offered in opposition and then make any closing statements. After all presentations have been made, I will close the hearing. Decisions may be expected within 2 weeks. I may limit or exclude any testimony that I deem irrelevant or outside the scope of the application being considered. In the event of any technical difficulties with the Zoom technology, I'll do my best to troubleshoot those issues on the fly, but to the extent there's some defect that prevents us from meaningfully going forward with this hearing, I may continue or postpone the hearing at my discretion. Okay, last thing I need to do is just swear in all of our witnesses. So if you intend on providing any testimony here today, the zoning code requires that I swear you in prior to that testimony. So I'm going to do that now collectively with everyone. So if you, again, are to provide any testimony, if you could just raise your right hand, I need you to answer out loud. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Great. Thanks, everyone. All right, who's going to be taking the lead here on the applicant presentation?
I can.
Okay, floor is yours.
So the client wanted to replace an existing in-ground pool, which had a diving board and a water depth of 8 feet. The new requirements require an 8'6" water depth with our pool, the gunite portion of our pool, the overdig would be a 10-foot maximum dig, which we are requesting a 2-foot hillside relief because the property is in the hillside district. The pool is going approximately in the same location as the existing pool was. The existing pool has been removed from the site at this point. The pool property already has a retaining wall that is in stable condition. which is noted in our preliminary geotechnical report from Naylor Engineering. The space is conducive to putting a pool back in without disturbing any, structural of the hillside.
So let me ask you: are you going to be excavating further than the old pool was excavated?
Yes.
How
by
much deeper are you going?
by about a foot from what the old pool was, which would put us 2 feet below the 8 foot. We'd exceed the 8 foot dig by 2 foot for a total of about 32 square feet.
Okay. Let's see. And it's you said you have an existing retaining wall that's going to remain there.
Yeah, it's on the east side. No, the west side of the property, west side where the pool's going to be.
Got it. Okay. And so let's see. I think, yeah, I don't think I have any more questions. Anything else, Mr. Cookenbook, you'd like to tell me?
Not at this point.
Okay. Ms. Sontag, anything you wanted to add to that?
Nope.
Okay, great. Matt?
Yeah, thank you, David. My understanding is that the depth is needed for a diving board. Can you confirm that?
Yes, by state code, with the class diving board that we install on the pools, an 8'6" water depth at 10 feet away from the back wall is required.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So, I mean, basically, in order to have the diving board, you need to dig more than 8 feet in order to have a safe place to swim with it. So with that in mind, staff is recommending approval. It's a variance of 2 feet in an existing pool area. Like we said, there's not much more excavation. There's no new retaining walls or substantial reconfiguration of the land proposed. It's only minor excavation for a deeper pool, which is required for safety. So with that in mind, staff recommends approval. I'm here if you have any questions.
Thank you. Okay. I don't have any more questions. Anything else from the applicant or the owner in closing or otherwise before we adjourn here today?
No, thank you.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, I have had a chance to review the application materials here in the staff report, and I agree with the testimony offered by the applicant here. I think it would be impractical to strictly enforce the zoning code of this project, and so I'm going to approve it. I need to formalize that approval in a written decision. I mentioned at the beginning that typically takes about 2 weeks. I'll get it to you as soon as I can. But I think that's probably about a realistic estimate just based on the current queue of cases I have right now. As soon as I finish that, I'll put into a PDF and I'll email it to everybody who's in the hearing here. So you all have a copy of that approval really just moments after it's complete. As soon as that hits Matt's inbox, he will be able to approve the zoning on his end, and hopefully you all can take the next steps.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time, David.
Sure. Any questions on any of that? Okay, great. Well, good luck with the project. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and we are adjourned.